Hello, my little chickadees. Oh, there we go. Hello, my little chickadees. Welcome to another pick a card reading. I need to stop singing. Okay, let's do that again. Hello, my little chickadee. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. We are going to be doing a career / life purpose video. I have an itchy nose already. Intuition is already firing off. Here we go. We have 3 groups for your reading today. You're welcome to watch all 3 if you feel like you need to. I'm going to try and focus on a different purpose for each one and just see what's going on. But I do feel like this is needed, this video. I feel like a lot of us are going through career transition and it's blimmin' confusing. Who's having a confusing time? Put your hand up. Me. So anyway, let's get started. We have group number 1 with the clear quartz, group number 2 with the moonstone, and group number 3 with the citrine. So please choose your group, whatever group draws you in. We're going to talk about your career. And let's see what's going on. Let's see what the tea is. Hello, group number 1. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. Oh, so this is definitely the teaching group. You guys are the teachers of the land, of the world. You are meant to teach, and this is going to be very broad. Teaching is very broad. You could be anything from a tour guide to a healer, a school teacher, a nurse, yoga teacher, something like that. Something to do with like language could be as well. But what I feel, sorry guys, I'm not having a little bit of a fiddle here. I feel like there's a need for you to get comfortable with not knowing your purpose, because I feel like what you're going to be teaching is going to be different. In the next like 2 or 3 weeks, I genuinely see a shift for you in terms of your career. So that's great. So I love that for you. So I feel like I'm also getting Sex in the City. Is that a sign? That's a sign. Gilmore Girls, Kardashians, Big Bang Theory, different types of shows. On a show, you might get like a sign as to what you could be teaching. One of the characters could have the same career or similar career to you, and maybe might even be going through a similar thing to you at the time. And I want to tell you right now that because you chose clear quartz, this is a massive sign that you are just wanting to think more clearly. And I think what's going on with you is, well, you're getting ready for just an insane amount of change. Like you're getting ready and you are going through an insane amount of change. If you haven't seen like the physical changes yet, it doesn't mean you're doing anything wrong. It doesn't mean that you're missing out. It just feels to me like you're on the right track. It's just a timing thing. I love the sun. How pretty is that? Yes. Ooh, sparkly fingers. So some of you guys might be doing something with your hands. You might be like something to do with pottery, tattoo artist, something to do with like the hands. Maybe you work with people's hands, something like that. There's something about or dentistry, because even if you're not teaching it, you are the person in charge of it. So it could be like you are the doctor, you are the person in charge. So if you're a nurse, you'll be like the head nurse. If you're like the doctor, you'll be like the main doctor. Like you are meant to be at the front of house. That's it. That is literally what you're meant to know from this reading, like mainly. And I also feel like part of you is getting used to shaking things up. You have kind of been, as a child maybe as well, is you've kind of been taught to be like the good boy or the good girl. And what this does is it actually restricts us from growing, and it restricts us from being in our full power. Why we end up being like this is probably because a parental figure kind of taught us that it was safer for us to be the good boy or good girl, because then they didn't have to react to us having like a tantrum or crying or happiness or whatever. The person in charge was probably the one who couldn't cope. So you were taught to kind of like mute yourself, to mute and dilute. That's a good one. Mute and dilute yourself. So I can tell you now that the big changes are coming and you're going to be so happy with them. Within about 3 months, I genuinely see you in this new career and you're really, really happy. So let's get a bit of clarity on this. A couple more crystal cards. I'm seeing a pizza guy as well. You might be at like Domino's or something like that, or Pizza Express. So something to do with pizza. Pizza's like a big sign for you, which is to me like, yeah, and that's really weird. There's like a circle in the clouds. It's like a portal or like a gateway. And I don't normally like saying those words because I think they're a bit too intergalactic. But what this shows me is it's like you are going through the uncomfortable. Like you are going through it literally now. Like you're literally going through the tunnel right this moment. That's why it's so uncomfortable. So you are very psychic. You are somebody who, whether or not you know it, I didn't even know I was psychic until people started telling me. That was fun. When people started telling me, I was like, what? But yes, you are very psychic. And even if you don't know it, you are very sensitive. Okay. but you're very good at the needs of others. Like you're very good at knowing the needs of others. So whether you want to be a teacher or not, your energy is healing. Okay, your energy is naturally healing because you are a very, very gentle soul, very nurturing soul. You might have a very strong connection to a certain angel or certain deity or maybe even God. And you are now working with your throat and your crown. And the throat chakra is about the truth that you speak. So if your throat chakra has ever been through like pain, or if you get sore throats a lot, that sounds like a knight's name, sore throats a lot. Why is that so funny? Okay, focus, Victoria, focus. Right, so your throat chakra is, you're basically, yeah, and maybe humor. Maybe humor is the thing for you as well, like really looking into humor. And I feel like you're taking the armor off now. Like you're no longer Sir Throats a lot. You are Sir, no longer need their armor a lot. This is such a cringe reading. Anyway, basically you guys are learning through truth. So the more truthful you are and upfront with yourself, the clearer your path is going to be in terms of your career. So I would say that it's no longer, like I say, going to be no longer like 3 months until you're fully clear of it. And then you're going to be ready. And I feel like you are in the depths of the ocean right now, energetically, emotionally, spiritually. Like you have no idea where you are. You're trying everything. You're like, nothing's happening, Victoria. What is going on? And it's like, girl, it's because it's not the time. It's not the time yet. You know that? It's not the time yet. That's why. But I'm really proud of you. It's good to just try different things. Like try lots of different things. Okay, so we'll get you a couple more oracle cards and then we'll get you some tarot that's been a bit more specific about what's going on in your career. Ooh, fate. Lovely. Okay, so because you're a gentle soul, I can't help but mention that you probably could be working with animals or children. Naturally, you are so good with kids, and you've definitely been struggling with trust. I mean, you've been struggling with like being vulnerable. I'm going to tell you, my love, I know it sounds really like confusing, and it's like, well, what is this to do with my career? Part of you doesn't trust yourself, and this part of you, I want to name this part of you protective you. So protective you is holding back your real true power, and once you release this, you're going to be free. But there's emotions in the way that are stopping you. Emotions like just fear around this being seen sort of situation, like especially to your throat. Like what you're not saying is the key. What are you not saying to people? That's the key. That's what you're holding back. That once you unlock that and you actually start saying what you really truly are wanting to say but are scared of saying, you're going to get it closer and closer to your life purpose, your career. So this is a group of self-employment or working 9 to 5, working under somebody else. It does not matter. It's all about your actual purpose. It doesn't actually matter how it comes about. It's like, it doesn't matter. Like sometimes God always tells me like, it doesn't matter how the video goes. It just get the messages out. Like, that's the most important thing. And I keep telling him like, how do you want me to do this? It's like, just get the messages out. So that's why I try to title the video something that people would want to watch, but honestly, I don't think it matters. It really is about just like what I want to say, because that's my purpose here apparently today, and hopefully the rest of my life. Okay, so anyway, enough about me. So what I feel for you guys is you are the fire starter. You are the fire starter. You know that song? Fire starter. Anyway, yeah, you're the fire starter. So this is scary, especially if you are, and the thing is, right, this is the irony. You are built with this, but you are like a tortoise in a shell. You're scared of coming out. There's a reason why that this is your purpose, because you are leading up to this. You are learning. Well, everything you're learning in your life is leading you to this. So you're the sort of person that people are going to find a little bit controversial. Maybe you've had a lot of hate towards you. Maybe you've had a lot of negativity. Maybe you've not had really a lot of friends. Maybe you've been alone a lot of your life. Yeah, it's because you're the fire starter. That's your purpose. Like you are meant to awake people. And it's in different ways. Even if your job is, okay, something as a daily job as a Starbucks worker, right? There's nothing wrong with Starbucks workers. I love Starbucks workers. They're all great. But as a daily 9 to 5 job, for example, a Starbucks worker, right? You can think, well, that's not a teacher. Okay, but how are you approaching being a Starbucks worker? Are you being miserable and feeling like crap every day? Or are you approaching it with, I'm going to do this with the utmost interest. I'm going to get to know people. I'm going to talk about their life stories. I'm going to ask them about their life stories. You know, that's what I'm talking about. It doesn't matter how you're doing it. It's how it feels to you and how you're approaching that job. Because if you genuinely feel like you want to teach, you could literally be a teacher. Like I do feel that. But also it's like, how do you feel? If you're not comfortable in your job and you're thinking, Victoria, that's not right, then it's not the right job for you, full stop. But it's like, sometimes we can have a job and actually approach it in a different way. And I think it's about enjoyment. As long as you are enjoying it, that is the right purpose for you. Okay. And of course, confirmation, you can change the job. but I want you to enjoy your job. And if you're not enjoying it, that's probably why you're here. So you are the fire starter, and fate will bring you to your life purpose. Is there anything you have to do? No, I really want you to start to observe your thoughts and how you're thinking and how you're not, and the words you're not saying to people. That's what's going on. Because once you start doing that, if you are a teacher and you're meant to teach, then you're going to teach through experience. So if you've got, sorry guys, I'm just grabbing my cards. If you've got confidence within yourself to teach, people will believe you, all right? So if I start talking with loads of arm movements, I start being really loud, and I start telling you what's going on, you're going to start to listen because I've got the confidence. That's what I'm saying. So once you're learning this confidence, which you are learning, to start the fire and be observed and be listened to, that's when you start to manifest your career and people start finding you. Okay, that's your truth. What truth are you holding back? Okay. Now, there's a couple of songs that are coming to mind, and God has really been asking me to use music more in my videos. I love music. I'm kind of obsessed with music. I don't use it enough in my videos. So one song I'm getting is, okay, this song came up for another video. It's called My Universe by Coldplay. I love that song. That's a really good song for you to listen to. There's a lot of songs about embracing your voice. Unwritten's a good one, and there's another one, something like Eye of the Tiger kind of vibes, maybe a bit of AC/DC. I feel like that's kind of the energy we're going for here. It's like fiery, fiery energy. It's like where am I muting my fire? So in terms of your career, you are basically ready to go into this. It's just a timing thing. So maybe you can start tomorrow, maybe you can start in 2 weeks, maybe you can start in 3 months, but you are on the right track. There's nothing you need to do fully. I genuinely feel as long as you keep asking God or praying or, connecting with your spirit guides, or just like really being conscious of what you're doing on a day-to-day basis, where like really just asking and letting the Lord like move through you. I genuinely feel like you're going to be fine, or the universe, whatever, move through you. That's going to be enough, because it's definitely a timing thing, because you've got to naturally go through certain situations to learn certain things to get you to your career. And there's definitely a need for you to like look more closer into yourself. We've got the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups. So it's like, it's not very strategic. It's more of an emotional thing, because once you start to, and I also, do you know what I think it is it's actually how you're handling your emotions on a day-to-day basis. Because if you're going to be teaching people, then you're probably going to get some really weird reactions. You've got to be able to handle that. Even if you're like an art teacher, you might deal with like little kids who are just really nasty. You got to learn to deal with that and be able to handle that without pushing your energy onto them. And that's the thing. Once you stand in your power, you are going to start to be wanted and needed, because you are so confident within your job. And that's your purpose. It's like you're going through different personas. You're moving through different parts of yourself. Yes. Strength. Exactly. Strength. Yes. Next. 7th chakra. You guys are so intuitive. You are so sensitive. You know when something's not right. Thing is, also, I wanted to say this. I was saying this to a client today, is if you're somebody who feels uncomfortable thinking, I know that there's something coming, it's probably because you're quite sensitive or psychic or intuitive, because you can feel it before it happens. So your career might be coming, but you don't have it yet, and you're kind of frustrated. It's like because you're getting ready for change. So I just want to tell you that now. Love it. Your career is so creative. It's so creative, and you are learning so much about yourself right now. It says the energy of the solar plexus helps us to realize who we are and who we want to be, so we can set a course towards our goals. And the solar plexus is all about confidence. It's all about where we stretch ourselves, where we create like the feeling of forward movement through excitement. And it's this energy of, I can do this, I am doing it, I am embodying it. There's another song, Sunshine, like lots of songs that involve sunshine's a big synchronicity. So that's your reading, guys. I hope you have a lovely day, and you can expect some good stuff coming soon. If you would like a healing, possibly some coaching, a reading, then all the information is down below. I hope you have a lovely day, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye. Hello, group number 2. You guys chose Moonstone. I freaking love this card. I've been really loving purple recently. Like, I have this deck here that's angel numbers, and I'm going to pull you one purely because it's purple and I love it. This is Pick a Stick. I love this deck. Love to shake it. It makes me happy. Okay, so you guys have Moonstone. I used to absolutely be obsessed with white moonstone. And I used to wear it a lot in my videos. If you know me from a couple of years ago, I used to wear like a white crystal. That was white moonstone. Or rainbow moonstone, sorry. I think rainbow moonstone is white. Yeah, that is like a beautiful crystal. I want to tell you now, this is a very interesting group because there's a lot of like feminine energy. So I'm sorry if you're a guy, but I'm going to talk about women and their cycles for a moment. So with moonstone is really good for your moon cycle. It's really good at helping with bloating, and I can say this for a fact because I used it. It's really great. It's also really good for your intuition. It's really good at helping you embody your feminine energy. So if you're somebody who's in a feminine type job, or you need a lot of compassion for others, moonstone is great. Okay, that's enough of that. Okay, so that's all the feminine woman stuff I wanted to talk about. In terms of like just your energy in general, you guys also got sacred sexuality. Okay, and this card comes as like a portal. Can you see the circle? So this is the moon. All right, so this, I shuffled these cards. You got moonstone and you got the, okay, this is not by accident. This is showing me that you are more sensitive on a full moon or a new moon. I feel like full moons. You could be getting your period soon, as an example. But also I feel like working with your period is really, really great. So I feel like you guys need to have a look at how your period works a little bit more, whether you have it or not. It's just interesting to look into. I feel like that's a sign. For one thing, if it draws you, okay, if it draws you. Another thing I feel like in terms of your career, your purpose, you are here to be unconventional. Like your career is it's kind of a roundabout way. You're probably the sort of group that have done lots of different jobs, and actually that's nothing to be ashamed of. Like I'm hearing, I actually quite like that you've done a lot of jobs, because what it's done is it shows you how effing capable you are. It shows you how capable you are. It shows you that you are multi-talented. It shows you that you're also an interesting person. You know, you've had a lot of experience of different jobs. And I'm also hearing like, if you want to do different jobs or you want to try different things, that's probably part of your life purpose, is to actually try lots of different things. Some people stick with one job for a long time. That's not you. Like, you guys are very creative, but in a very unconventional way. You guys are probably the sort of people that I'm hearing Pisces, Aries, Sagittarius. Pisces, Aries, Sagittarius, Aquarius. Yes, sorry, my guys like to rhyme a lot. And these 4 signs are very, very intergalactic. They're the sort of people that connect with like Palladians and things like that. So you're very unconventional. You have like a mind that thinks out of the box. Like, you like really odd hobbies. I'm hearing hobbies. And basically your job is going to be similar to this, okay? Your job is going to be weird and fun and interesting. Okay, it's gonna be weird, fun and interesting, and it could be something actually really simple, but your hobbies could be really weird. And I mean weird as in you love them, but they're not like a normal job. Okay, a normal job, a normal hobby. So let's have a look and see what else we have here. Whoa, girl, oh my goodness. Okay, so you've been pushed to really look at your heart chakra, because you have the heart chakra 3 times. You have Dioptas, heart chakra. This is direction. Malachite, nature, heart chakra. Green adventuring, new opportunities, heart chakra. So you've kind of been running on empty, and you've also been doing a lot of jobs that you don't really like. I feel like this is what I'm hearing as a plan, kind of like a practical plan, is I want you to kind of stay, if you're working right now, I kind of feel like I need you to stay in the job you're in for now while you seek it out. This is like a massive message, like do not quit your job all of a sudden. Like, you need to have that consistent income just as like money protection, okay? And I feel like that's probably one of the best advices for you, because while you're searching, it's still good to have that income, okay? Even if you cut down your hours, yeah, I feel like that's a good advice. Unless you've got savings, then obviously use those. Okay, so you guys are the carriers. That's what God's telling me. You're the carrier. So that sounds really dodgy. It sounds like something medical. It's not. The carrier or the generator is the one that keeps everyone going. So you could be a generator in human design, but also your purpose is to keep the cogs turning, keep the wheel moving. That's why you've probably had quite a few different jobs, because it kind of has a similar energy of it has like quite a few hours, like quite a lot of hours you need to do to kind of feel like you've done enough work. It's actually good for you to do quite a few hours. I think that actually suits you, actually more than doing less hours, because you've got a lot of energy. So your energy matches Like, this is really random, but I'm seeing like a truck driver. Like, you are the truck driver, you're the carrier. You carry things from one place to another. And truck drivers are extremely important. Like, they give us all of our products. They carry so many different things that we need on a daily basis. That is like, they should be on the highest pay grade, for example. But what I see is like, you are so used to doing so many things that being still is really alien to you. So that's why it's uncomfortable for you to be in this energy. What I would say to you is your purpose is, like I say, to be the carrier. That is your job. So you are meant to carry the needs and the help for others. So you're meant to get a problem and kind of move it over to somewhere else. I don't know what sort of job this is, but they're just describing it as like, just a carrier. Like, you're meant to carry one thing to another place. Like, you are meant to be the middleman. You're not like the leader, but you're not the one in the back. Like, you are the middleman who does the work that other people don't want to do, but you're really, really good at it. So like, you are the workers who do the jobs that people don't want to do, but you actually really enjoy it because you get so much benefit out of it. And I'm here seeing like jobs like a trash worker or like a waste disposal person. And that could be your job. That's great. If you do that job, then amazing. If not, if it's not that type of job, I feel like jobs like daily basis jobs, hairdressers, let me think, nail technicians. So it could be beauty on one end, but it could also be house, like cleaning, decorating, or painter. Yes. Oh, I'm feeling it now. Yes, definitely. Thank you, Lord. So yeah, so sometimes with painting is you have to do a job for quite a long time, and I'm getting like a pain in my jaw. So maybe you don't want to do that job, but I just feel like your job is like, you're not the person to add an immense amount of beauty, but people really, really need you in their life. So you could be like, what's the sort of job? So you're, like I say, you're the carrier. You do a job that is like quite a lot of hours, but people really need you in their life. But you're always going to get consistent work. That's why your job is so perfect for you, because the next job you're going to be doing, if it's a job that you haven't done already, it's going to be a job that you would find in the yellow pages, for example. And if you know what the yellow pages is, it's just like a book that had everyone's number in it for their jobs. And you would look and say, I need a plumber. Boom. Like, I feel like your job is going to be something like that. It could be for my women who want to be more kind of like, you don't want to get dirty. It's not down and dirty. It doesn't matter. You don't have to do that. It's just this type of job. It could be, so you're not a secretary. It's not like you're in the front, but you're in the back. No, you're not you're in the middle. Could be a spa. Could be working in a spa. You could be, you could be like, I don't know. I'm getting such random jobs. I'm hearing like a sweeper, but like, I don't know. It's really strange. I'm not getting like a normal sweeper. I heard a cloud sweeper. I don't know what that means. But anyway, you guys are basically, you're meant to have lots of different jobs, and it's okay to turn down some jobs now because you're starting to understand what sort of job you could be doing. So what I feel is you need to have a little sit and think about how you would like to feel in your job, because it's not really about the job that you're doing. It's about how you feel, because you've had so many jobs that you don't like. And I'm hearing, I'm so sick of this. And it's like, well, stop ignoring it then. Don't jump into the next thing. Be a bit more patient. Try and be a little bit more patient. Okay, let's get you a couple more cards. Sorry if that's really blunt, but I feel like I need to give you a little bit of talking to. Oh, making clothes. Seamstress. Yes. Oh my goodness, seamstress. Such a good one. Yes, people need you. They come to you for a problem and they need you. But be careful not to bring that into your relationships, okay? Because you can be the fixer, because like, you have a massive heart, but you tend to kind of like sweep yourself under the rug, like you don't take care of yourself. If you are a generator or you're somebody who works quite a lot of hours, look after your body, okay? Look after your body, because you are working a lot of hours. Because your job is working a lot of hours, you need to look after the physical vessel. Not so much the spiritual or the emotional side, it's more about the physical. Like, when you're physically working a lot, please look after your body, because your body is your vessel to help you work and get stuff done. If your body is not working properly, how are you going to do that? And that is muscles, like relaxation, like rolling out your muscles, working with oils on your muscles, lymph, like dry brushing, running, walking, yoga, stretching, Pilates. So that's your like health talk. Right, so these are the cards you got. You got strength and forgiveness. So I feel like the process you're going through right now is forgiving yourself for what you're going through. Like, maybe you didn't get the job you wanted, or maybe there was like a lot of rejection, but trust me, there is so much protection in that, because you are being prepared for bigger things. I really do feel that for you. So the job I feel like you're going to be having next is going to be a lot more. You're going to get a lot more out of it. Like, it's going to be more efficient. It's going to be more organized, and you're going to earn more. So it might be that you need to get promoted, but you're not ready for that promotion yet. Maybe you're not ready for the responsibility, or maybe it might not be even be good for you, because maybe you're going to be in an office too much, something like that. So we have integrity in union. So this is also to do with your relationships. Okay. So you are learning how to love yourself, even in the midst of not knowing what your job is going to be. So I hope this resonates. I just feel like you are needing a lot of awareness around what's going on. So it will take a bit of time to get you where you're going, but you're doing all the right things. So yay, pick a stick time. Pick a stick time. I feel like we should have a theme song for pick a stick. If you see this, comment stick. I don't know if there's a stick emoji, but that'll be funny. Oh, girl, this is pointing you out, girl. Oh, girl. Oh my gosh. Right. This is okay. I have to set up for this. You oversee your own energy. Whoa. You oversee your own energy. Okay. You look after everyone else while dismissing your own energy. No wonder you're feeling confused. Protection 444. Today, don't entertain negative energy. Plan a date with the most positive person you know, as an example. Right, next one is, not all changes in life have to be monumental. Small tweaks can make a big impact. Exactly. Change 555. Break out of your routine today. If you usually brush your teeth before getting dressed, reverse the order. It really isn't focusing, okay. That's your reading, guys. If you want to check out any of the other readings, please feel free to do so. I'm doing healing, possibly coaching soon. So if you want to check that out, if you are interested in coaching, give me an email. But if you want a reading, all the information is down below. I do healing as well. And I'll speak to you very soon. Bye. Hello, group number 3. Let's get started with your reading, my lovely. So citrine and boundaries. Okay, so this group is the little creative, innocent, light-hearted girlies. Like you guys are so fluid. You might be a mutable sign, so like a Pisces, a Virgo, a Sagittarius, Gemini. Okay, so citrine and boundaries. So that is overall what you're learning right now. You are learning to put yourself first. You are learning to express your boundaries. You are learning to make sure that your energy is protected. That's kind of what you're working on. So when it comes to your career, the reason why you're learning boundaries is because you're learning boundaries with how you work with yourself. So maybe before you burnt yourself out and then you had to quit, or you got ill because you burnt yourself out. That's what God is teaching you, is to stop burning yourself out, is have boundaries with yourself. And I feel like if you are learning boundaries as well, because that's going to be part of your job. So you probably need to show people boundaries, or you might need to have boundaries in your work. So it could be boundaries with groups or with people and how they treat you, things like that. It could be how you want to be treated. I feel like your job is going to be managing other people. So it could be some sort of supervisor, manager, boss. It could even be working at a bar. You could be like literally the bar staff, because you might have to manage other people. But whatever it is, your next like venture in work is going to be managing others. So even if it doesn't have to be a big role where you're like getting paid loads of money, that could be one thing as well. But another thing is also you could be managing other people's emotions. So you could be a therapist. But whatever it is, I'm hearing I manage. So you are learning to manage your own emotions as well. Like that's something you're learning to do. And I see like an elderly lady knitting or sewing, and she's like saying like it's all in the timing, it's all in the weaving. It's all in the weaving of the code. I don't know what this means, but what it feels like to me is it's like you have got an immense amount of wisdom, but a lot of your jobs have never really equated to this wisdom. So maybe you've been in jobs where you've never really felt like you can express your wisdom. I feel like the next job or your purpose, whether this is your job or not, could be your hobby or just the way you live your life. Your purpose is the wisdom carrier. So you are the person that goes through lots of different things and you help people with their wisdom or bringing up their wisdom, or it's about you showing off your own wisdom to other people. Okay. And I'm seeing like a wig shop. I don't know why I'm getting wigs. It's like I'm hearing like I used to hide myself. I used to hide behind wigs, or I used to hide myself behind makeup or something like that. Like I'm hearing like I used to hide myself. Yeah, I never was allowed to be myself. Something like that. Okay, so let's get you some more cards. I love that we have citrine though. That's really, really nice. Okay. Sorry for the lighting, by the way. Like the sun is literally going down. I don't know if you can see like the sun on my face. Yeah, the sun is literally going down. So sorry if this is like, if the lighting is really strange, but we're just going to go with it. We've got a little bit of light there. A little bit. Okay, so you could easily work from home. Okay, you could easily work from home. Oh, and I dropped it. Come back. Okay, you could easily work from home. You could easily be a teacher. You could be a therapist or something. Okay, so if you already work from home and you're sick of working from home, you're going to be doing the opposite of what you're doing. So if you work with other people and you work away from your home, then you're going to be working at home. Oh, the sun's come back out again. Hey, if you are working from home, you like it, that could be something you carry on. If you don't want to do that, then your next job will be to work outside of the home. That could be like the add-on to your life. It doesn't have to be your whole life, but it can be like an add-on. So basically what I feel like is you're the sort of person that kind of doesn't really like to show a lot of emotion. You get kind of scared with expressing feelings, which is totally fine, but it is keeping you a bit stuck. It's keeping you in safety mode, and safety is not helping you grow. Like you're going to constantly be in a job that you don't enjoy, and you're which is fine if that's what you want, but it doesn't feel like that. It doesn't feel like that's what you want. I think I'm hearing like, give me the answer is what I'm hearing. And it's like, I can't give you the answer. I can only help you get the answer. And what I see is, it's like, I'm hearing like, you got to start doing stuff that you enjoy to get to this, to feel into this life purpose. You've got to give yourself joy and pleasure. And that could be sexual pleasure too. But what I feel mainly is, it's like, you got to learn how to receive. Like if you are so good at managing other people, you've got to learn how to switch off as well. So you can easily be in work mode 24/7. So you got to be really, really careful. Okay. Like you can easily overwork yourself. So your life purpose, like I say, is to manage and to be the ship. Like you are the ship, and you are probably like really good at helping and managing other people. Like you're very confident. And I see that in your life. I see that you've been hit with confidence, like bashing of your confidence. The more confident you are, the more money you make. Okay. So let's see what else. But yeah, I feel like for you is creativity is such a good way to manifest the career you want. And creativity can be something as simple as accepting a hug. I know that sounds really strange to say that's creativity, but creativity is what they're telling me is receiving. Creativity is all about receiving, because if you can't be creative if you can't receive the downloads to get to let it out. Does that make sense? I don't know if that makes sense, but I hope it does. So you guys, you're not really going to get you might get a specific message about what sort of job, but it feels like your sort of job doesn't really matter, but it feels mainly like you are like a boss, a supervisor. You're somebody who is like, you like to feel important. Like your job, you like to feel like you're kind of like, okay, this is really silly to say, I'm going to be honest. You're like the Leo of the workforce. You kind of don't need to do a lot of work, but you like to look the part. You like to look important. Doesn't mean that you're not good at it, but you do like to look the part. Like you like to show up. Maybe you're the actors of the, it's true. Yes. Maybe you're the actors because you like to show off your skills. Like you don't have to always be working to be an actor. Like you're an actor as a person, you know? But I feel like, oh, this sounds beautiful. Look at that. You're an actor. Like you could be an actor. You could be someone in a documentary. You could be in front of the camera. You could be a YouTuber, content creator. So like, yeah, like even content creators, I don't think they have to do that much work to get paid that much. And that's what I feel for you is your purpose, you don't actually have to do that much to get paid. Like that's how your energy works. And I feel for you is it's mainly about your presence and your energy. So the more you're looking after your energy and how you are as a person, the more money you make. So it's something to do with your energy. It's kind of what you're born with. It's like, maybe it's Maybelline, something like that. It's like your energy is all about, like, I feel like if you look after I keep touching my hair. If you keep looking after yourself and you are present in how you look, and you really look after your vessel, and you really look after your energy, like your energy, no one else's, then I feel like you can be very famous. I feel like that's this group. You guys are the people right at the forefront. You guys are in the forefront and then some. So if you're not online, you could be the boss, the supervisor, the manager, the delegator. Some of you guys work as an accountant as well because you're working with people's money. I feel like it's just Leo. Leo doesn't really involve money, but this time I feel like it does, because Leo is all about like big money, big change, stuff like that. You can't really have big change without big money. I mean, not always. Spiritually you can, but physically not so much. So what I see for you guys, I really feel like it's time to get really curious about yourself. Like, what do you really enjoy doing? But also it's like, how can I really get comfortable with being me? How can I look after myself today? Because my love, I feel like you got to really baby your energy at the moment. Like, really looking after your energy is so important. Like, you are very sensitive to other people's energy right now, and it is really affecting how you are living your life. And the more you delegate your energy to other people, you're just going to be numb and empty. And that's possibly why depression. I'm hearing depression may run in your family. So sorry if that's a sensitive subject, but that's what I'm hearing. Yeah, so basically freedom. The more you are aware of your presence and how your energy affects others, because the more you become more of you, the more you are a magnet. Okay? So, like, you are very magnetic. You've got a magnetic energy. People love your energy, whether they use it for good or not. Some people like to just use people. Okay, pick a stick time. Picky sticky. Let's pick you a stick. Oh, yes. I love this. Okay, this is literally the number of creativity. This is my favorite number. Number 333, trust. To hear your inner truth, you must tune out the noise. Exactly, girl. Exactly, girl. Yes. Okay, and then we have... Take a long walk and leave your phone at home. Get in touch with the quiet parts of yourself. Yes, because for some of you guys who are meant to be leaders and people online, you do need to get more quiet with yourself, because if you're going to have quite a lot of noise coming at you, maybe negative comments or like a lot of people's opinions, you got to get comfortable with being in your own disappointment or shame or uncomfortableness, because you got to be able to handle that. You got to be able to handle that disappointment or disapproval. Soul work and paradox. Yes, right. You, my lovely, have gone through a lot. Get curious. Exactly. Yes. So you feel like you're kind of in the brambles, but this is not going to last for that much longer. Okay. You got ancestors. Your ancestors are your vital, like, life force. Okay. So talk to your ancestors if you feel like you want to do that, or get in touch with them. Do things that your ancestors would love you to do, whether that be looking after your health, looking after your body, things like that. And then we have soul work. Your job is to help others connect with their soul. So on a spiritual level, on a physical level, things like that. But the paradox is that you would have gone through quite a lot of hardships, because you would need to learn, like, feeling humble within yourself. You cannot get carried away with your power, because you have a big power on this earth. You've got a big purpose on this earth, and you would know that. Okay, it doesn't mean you have to do a massive job where you're being seen by loads of people. Some for some of you guys, yeah. But for not all of you, basically. Okay, let's get you a couple of tarot cards. Let's see what else. Lovely. Right, so you are learning a lot from your childhood. Like, that is your key to your career, your purpose. Is what did you not receive as a child? That could be something as well. Okay, lovely. So one thing I want you to know is you don't have control over everything, all right? Drop those swords. The more you move into comfort and pleasure, the quicker your career manifests, because it's to do with your safety. It's to do with you feeling safe, root chakra. You are also learning to receive. Do not ignore signs. Do not ignore love. And do not ignore invitations, because they are going to lead you to your job, even if it doesn't feel like it's the right job. It could be you applied for an interview 4 months ago, and then now you hear from them. And it's like, I'm not really interested. But maybe if you just get curious and maybe go to it and see, then you've got experience in that, and you can say no or yes if you want to. You never know. Okay, you never know. Ace of Pentacles, the lovers. Your job could easily lead you to a relationship, but this also means that you are marrying up to your job very, very soon. If you felt out of alignment with your job for many, many years, you're coming back into it. Okay, can you see the archway? That is the sign for you to marrying up to your career. This is like, it is coming. It's on its way. It's just a learning curve through lots of different processes. I feel like part of you is learning to receive, especially if you've had a really hard childhood or a hard life. Money might be a bit of a weird one for you. A weird one being that maybe you struggle with money or something like that. But that's what I'm feeling, my lovely. That's what I'm feeling. I hope this resonates, and if you would like to, please check out my rates down below. I'm looking at doing coaching, so if that's something that appeals to you, please give me an email and I'll tell you my rates. I'm trying to see if anyone would be interested in that, because that's very new to me, but I really want to do it. So if you are interested, please let me know. I am an intuitive coach, so I will look into intuitive things for you, but I also do readings as well, and I'm also a healer, so if you're interested in that, that is down below. Have a great day, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.